Hey, I'm Hiram, the co-founder of Canbiance. We manufacture high-quality CBD products, such as our mood gummies. And today, you'll get an exclusive look into our small batch manufacturing process. So come on in, we'll get started. All right, everybody, getting excited to get started. Just got my gloves on, got the equipment out, and ready to run through some steps with you guys so you can make your own gummies at home if you wish. So let's get started. So for this recipe, requires 2 pots. One is going to be for your corn syrup and sugar, and one will be to heat your pectin and water. In the first pot, we're going to add 272 grams of sugar, and we're going to add 340 grams of corn syrup. And in the next pot, you're going to add 136 grams of water. You're going to add 85 grams of fruit pectin. And you're going to weigh out 5 grams of baking soda that you're going to set aside. Hey guys, so now we're going to prepare our flavors, and also our infusion is going to go into a separate bowl that we add later, because we don't want to heat our cannabis too much, otherwise you'll start to degrade it. So now we're going to prepare our flavoring and infusion bowl that we're going to add in later. So right now I'm preparing the Focus blend, which has our blue raspberry syrup. You guys can use regular fruit juice or any type of flavor you're interested in. And now we're going to be adding our MCT coconut oil, 10 milliliters. We're going to be adding our cannabis infusion and nootropic blend for Focus. And one of the most important ingredients is our citric acid. This actually helps the pectin set in the future. So we definitely need that in there. We're going to go. All right guys, so I just finished blending this up, and you'll notice that the oil is still separated from the regular mixture. This is actually okay because when we add it to our sugar base, it will totally dissolve and mix. Hey guys, so as you can see, we have our 3 bowls ready, our flavor syrup, our sugars, and our fruit pectin with water. All right guys, so now we want to make sure that we set out our mold beforehand so that it's ready to pour in. When we have the hot mixture, you kind of have to move quickly, so we need to make sure that this is ready. And we're using a big mold here. It's about 370 gummies worth. Hopefully you can divide by 2 for this recipe and scale it down to however you need. Hopefully that works for you. All right guys, so the first step, we're gonna go and heat up this fruit pectin and water mixture. First thing you're gonna do is go ahead and start the heat. And you're gonna immediately add the baking soda that we had set aside, and we're gonna begin to stir. All right guys, so while that fruit pectin and water is being constantly stirred and heated, I'm gonna start heating our corn syrup and sugar mixture so that it's at the right temperature, about 170 when we combine the 2. All right guys, and back to our pectin mixture. Like I said before, we just need to constantly stir this one. It's gonna be foaming up a lot while this pectin breaks down and dissolves into the water. And you're gonna wanna take the temperature every now and then. It's at about 170 now, but definitely still not ready. We need to heat this up until it's clear. All right guys, so now it's getting to the consistency where I want it. Getting more clear. I don't see any solids in there. And let's check the temperature. See if it's ready to combine. It's at about 170, so it's perfect temperature. It's looking clear. And now I'm gonna go ahead and combine it with the corn syrup that's already being warmed up. So now we're looking at the corn syrup and sugar bowl. It's starting to mix well, and I'm gonna want this at about the same temperature that the pectin's at, about 170, before combining both of them. So just keep stirring, make sure you get the bottom of the pan, make sure there's nothing sticking there, and do temperature check periodically. So this one's really getting there. Maybe about 30 seconds, we'll combine. Alright guys, so now we're going to be combining the bowls together. Pots. And this is perfect because we want this to bubble for about 60 seconds. So it reaches an ultimate temperature of about 230. Right now it's at 212. So, but still need to wait about 60 seconds while it's bubbling before adding your flavor and infusion mixture. So we're just gonna keep stirring this till we're ready to add our flavoring syrup. Once we add our flavoring syrup, we're gonna go ahead and immediately stir that well and then pour it into our mold because it will solidify pretty rapidly. All right guys, so now we're gonna be combining our flavor for our study gummies focus version. This is our blue raspberry. We're gonna go ahead and mix that up quick and then pour it into the mold as soon as we can. This is gonna start solidifying pretty fast. Okay, so when we're ready, I'm gonna go out here to the mold and quickly pour this in. Get all that. And that is our blue raspberry. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and set these for about an hour at room temperature to let them fully solidify, and we'll check on it later. Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit about why I make these gummies. For me, it's personal reason. I think, cannabis has really helped me with my own personal needs, such as pain relief after working out, and just overall, anxiety relief. I think these gummies are a great tool to use to be more productive, which is really what we market them for. And I really hope that they can help people like yourself. So if you're interested in trying, send me a DM and hopefully I can get you a sample. Thanks for liking this video. Really hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so for this final step, I have some gummies here that I made a couple days ago. You do need to let the gummies set for about 4 to 5 days to really get the water out so that they're ready to go for the final sugar coating and bottling process. So these gummies are ready to go, so we're gonna go ahead and treat these like I would the batch we just made. So the first step is we're gonna get these gummies onto a sugar coating, and I'll show you how we do that. All right guys, so for this final step, you're gonna go ahead and get a bowl filled with sugar, white sugar, and you're gonna have another empty bowl. And then you're just gonna go through this process. Basically, you take your gummy, drop it in the sugar, take your gummy, drop it in the sugar, get that fully coated, and then drop it into the final bowl. And go ahead and do this throughout the whole process. I'll show you guys when I'm done. All right guys, so now that we've got our gummies all in the sugar coating, we're gonna go ahead and sieve out the sugar, which will just leave the gummies. So we're gonna pour that into another pot, like so. Give that a little shake. Now we're just left with the gummies. We'll go ahead and pour it back on our tray. There you have it. Nice, delicious gummies. All right guys, so for the final step, we're gonna be bottling our product. This is the Blue Raspberry Focus Gummies. So I'm gonna just dip them into the bottle. Fill it up. 10 gummies exactly. Yeah, there you go. That's how it's done. Hey guys, so now we are finished with our cooking video. We have our 3 blends here: blue raspberry, cherry, and pineapple. Thank you so much for checking out our entire process. And you guys can check these out. You guys can order these on our Instagram, Canbiance. Go ahead and DM us if you want to order some gummies, 15 bucks each. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.